There we go. Oh, fuck, it's on. No, I was chilling with these cats. Right on the side, on the back, there's these cats, yeah. And there's this like, well, he's not creepy. He looks creepy, but he's probably actually a really nice guy. Guy you'd see scoring heroin and crack, you know what I mean? But I don't think he is. I just think he's just an old man who's an old rocker maybe, who's got long grey hair. And he doesn't live here. But he comes in the mornings, cycles around, cycles in, and just underneath the security camera there's these cats, and like this little home for them. It's really cool. I was around there now, and I was thinking, okay, I'll go live from there. I'll show people the cats. Then I realized, my Wi-Fi. I left my Wi-Fi upstairs. My Wi-Fi is literally on. Hang on, if I don't want. So I've had to. But anyway, I wanted to just discuss this illegal public again. Because what I was going to do is when I move. My mom's wondering why the videos are not uploading and why she's not getting YouTube. Why other things from YouTube? She doesn't get my notifications. Why is that? Hold on. Here, someone's talking. Yeah, I do that just because I get loads of people who come on and just to troll me or call me Agora Bellend. I didn't know what the word Gora meant. It's the equivalent of calling a black person the N-word. It's Pakistani people. I mean, I get people coming on, Asian people calling me Gora Bellend. I'm like, well, why are you in Agora country? You know, this is Agora country. Your parents came here as guests, you know? And so you should respect the people who've lived here for thousands of generations, you know. Don't call us Gora. So anyway, like if you're a subscriber, you can talk. So if you're not a subscriber, you can't talk. So I don't want people because I don't want people coming on making stupid comments. It makes me laugh. That's why I say it all the time now. I use the word Gora all the time. So yeah, the guy that hacked me, he lives here on the ground floor on the right hand side. So this is the front door. It is on the second floor, and someone rang my buzzer, which is here. Here's my buzzer, right there. Here's my buzzer. So someone rang my buzzer, and at the time when they rang my buzzer, I was not on the ground, not on the first. I was on the second floor there, that window in the corner of this building. And I thought, oh great, it's a postman. He's obviously got my my package. So I ran down. Well, I didn't run down. I walked down. By the time I got down, that guy was there. The first time he did it very aggressively. He went, "Did you just ring my buzzer?" Like that. That's what he said. The next time he said, "Did you ring my buzzer?" Because I said it on my channel that he was very, very aggressive. He went, "Did you ring my buzzer?" I don't think he saw the size of me, you know, because it was testosterone and Trenbolone that was in the package. So the second time I was probably not wearing a big jacket, so he could see how skinny he was in comparison to me. So yeah, he's that happened 4 times. 4 times. Can you believe that? 4 times. 4 times he tried to steal my mail. 4 times. Because I would sit by the window because I deactivated the buzzer because people were coming up here, parking right where I'm standing. Yeah. And they were getting out with alcohol, drinking alcohol. Someone said it was the police drinking alcohol on the job. Obviously that's not true. And it was a YouTuber that said it. He put my name in one of his old videos. Or was it him? Someone said it was the police. And I'm like, oh, okay, so the police were drinking Heineken and throwing the bottles on the ground, because the bottle was on the ground here when I came out in the morning. And they're coming to my butt there and ringing my buzzer. If you want to get in that door, you can get in that door. You don't need to ring. No one needs to let you in. You don't need a key. You could ring all of the buzzers. Someone will let you in. Or you can simply just go around the back, because the back door is always open. But nobody ever did. Nobody ever did. They would just simply ring the buzzer. They would go, come here, ring the buzzer at 1 a.m. in the morning. It was always 1 a.m. It was always 1 a.m. 1:10, 1:15, 1 a.m. And they would all just ring the buzzer. I'm like, why don't you come up? That was when I bought the chainsaw, which, if you'd asked me 2 months prior, what strange thing do you think you're going to buy this year? I would never in a million years have said chainsaw. Never in a million years. And I bought a chainsaw. The reason was because I thought, okay, that night there was 3 of them. If they had got in and they had came up and kicked my door in and they had knives, because that's the weapon of choice here, and say one, like, I got lucky and I knock it out of his hand, yeah, one of their hands. By the time I've done that, the second or third one stabbed me. So I thought, right, okay, I need to get something strong, better than a knife, where hopefully the sound alone will put them off, because I could disembowel them. 1 second, one slice disemboweled, you know. So, you know, it's a sad thing, you know. But anyway, so that's just one of the many reasons that I'm moving. Anyway, I thought to myself, you know, I want to put the past behind me. I want to put everything in the past behind me. Because when I look down there, well, not here, but when I go down there, there's bad memories for me. Yeah, it's like I'll be like, oh, there was where I walked hand in hand with the love of my life. There was where the devil in my life, you know, did something. It called me a name, you know. There was where this happened. There was this bad happened. All bad memories. Yeah, I've got 10 years of bad memories. So I'm moving to far away. I'm moving far away. I've already put the deposit down on a flat. So I actually own that flat. But I put a deposit. I need to get away now. But that place is not ready yet to sell, because we need to get a new kitchen floor laid. I drilled a big hole in the wall just to find out what they put in the wall, because they put something in the wall outside. They came in a stair lift. This company came in a stair lift, and if you notice how many buildings there are, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 6th one, and then 7. So they came here. They went. They parked the thing here, lifted themselves up to my window. They didn't do it on any of the other windows. They didn't do it on any of the other buildings. They removed 1 brick from my window, and I was recording him from inside. I was recording him from inside. I then came down, still recording, and there was a guy standing here looking very shifty. They all looked very shifty, like they were doing something they shouldn't be. And I said, "What do you do? What's going on? Like, you know, what are you removing one single brick for? You know, 1 single brick. You can see the plants. That's the plants. Nice plants there. But you can't really see them because it's such a terrible camera. Because my other phone's hacked with Splunk mobile device management. So yeah, it was that window. And so they removed 1 brick on the left-hand side. Well, just 1. That's my lounge there. That's and then there's my second bedroom. It's a 2-bedroom flat. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm looking at that one. The plants up there. They actually look really nice from here. You just can't see them on the camera, sadly. Anyway, so he stuttered for. Sorry, I was going to wait. I fell asleep at like 5 o'clock. Woke up at like 9:30, and it was one of those ones where you wake up and you think, "Oh my God, is it 9:30 p.m. or is it 9:30 a.m.?" You know? And I was like, oh, "Okay, it's 9:30 a.m.," which I was happy about. You know. So I've just had a coffee with chocolate and everything. Anyway, so he stuttered for about 10 minutes. And he was trying to think of something, and then he went fireproofing. Since I've lived here, since we bought this flat, bought it cash, paid cash. That's why they actually lowered it £10,000 because we paid cash, because cash is obviously right there, right then, you know. And obviously with a conveyancing solicitor, etc. And see, I don't want to go too far from my Wi-Fi. I don't want to get cut off. So I have to stand here. I've got it set on long, so you know, long or medium or short. And he set up for 10 minutes. They said fireproofing. Since I've lived here for 2 years, guess how many fireproofings we've had? How many fireproofings have you had at your premises in the last 2 years? We've had three fireproofings. We've had one that took 3 months. One where they removed one single brick from outside my window, replaced it, didn't do it on any of the other buildings, and said it was fireproofing. Well, then that would be fireproofing for me, wouldn't it? That would be very personal for me, because I don't see how removing one brick could fireproof all of this and all of the other buildings. How would it fireproof the other building? So that was a lie. It was either an IMSI catcher, a DRT box, a Stingray. These are all things that your local police force, if you live in the quietest town in the world, where no crime happens, your local police force has about 20 of each of these things. These are not things that just like the city police have or the Met have. You know, these are everybody. These are dirt cheap DRT boxes made by Harris and Co. And what they do is they fly over the Black Lives protest matters. The Black Lives Matters protest with DRT boxes on the bottom of the aeroplane. And IMSI catchers. Your phone has an IMSI, it's your SIM card. And it also has an IMEI number, which is your phone. And if they've got these numbers, they've got your phone. So they fly over these Black Lives Matter protests, and they were intercepting the communications of every single person with a phone. So all the messages, everything. And then they've got literally this big pile of data from all these who they see Black Lives Matter as they almost see Black Lives Matter as like a terrorist organization. They really do. You know, they almost see it like that. You know, because why would you do that? They've admitted they did it. You can go on Google and Google it. They admitted they did it. Why would you do that? You know, they're just protesting, you know, for the lives of black people, like, you know, George Floyd, who got killed. Why would they? What's the point in doing that? So yeah. Anyway, there's a computer hacker that lives in there, and I keep inviting him because I know he can hear me through my phone. I found out my phone has Splunk mobile device management installed on it secretly by doing a system diagnose, which you can do very easily in accessibility. Go in accessibility, you enable the one-touch thing. The one-touch thing put us an analytics press, you'll see a little thing in the corner of your screen, press it. It'll let you then go to privacy. You go down to the bottom and you'll see sysdiagnose and the day's date. Save that to files, and you can then look through the files and you can see every bit of information about your phone. And I kept seeing SU Core flush logs to Splunk. And I thought, what, flush logs to Splunk? What's Splunk? That almost sounds like a rude word. So but it's really more of a hacking tool. It's really more used by hackers. It's not really, it is used by like companies, you know, who give phones to their employees and don't want their employees looking at porn or you know, stealing information about the business. So they have complete control over the phone. If you try to screen record some secret information about the business, they can turn your camera off. So you can't do it. And there's a program called Microsoft Intune, which is the exact same thing. They can remotely wipe your phone. They can remove the operating system. Anything you can do, they can do. There's a guy called Edward Snowden. He's probably the closest thing we have to Jesus right now on Earth. He sacrificed his life to show the proof, so not evidence. Evidence points towards something that there could be another explanation for. Proof means it happened and you cannot argue with it. It's proof. So he showed 10,000 documents of proof, which he'd stolen from the NSA. He'd stolen it from the NSA. He was working there. And sorry, I was just wiping my nose. So yeah, it's like he stole 10,000 documents. There's a film made about it, a Hollywood film made about it. He stole 10,000 documents from the National Security Agency, which proved they are not spying on sex offenders and criminals. They are spying on every single human being. So yes, your gran, if your gran has a mobile phone, her texts are getting logged. Everything is getting logged. He released a book called Permanent Record. He's seen as the hero. Julian Assange is the creator of WikiLeaks, where again they always use sex offender. So when he went to Sweden and they obviously paid two girls to say that he'd raped them or something like that. It's just to make people think, oh, that person, oh fuck, forget Julian Assange. Don't listen to what he's saying when he's revealing war crimes that happened in Iraq and, you know, on WikiLeaks. He's the creator of WikiLeaks. He spent time in prison. He lived in the embassy for the Ecuadorian embassy for like 9 years. You know, because he knew he would get extradited to America and they would probably do the death penalty for him. And the same with Edward Snowden. They want to give Edward Snowden the death penalty. I couldn't believe that. When I heard a member of, like I was going to say member of parliament, but it's different in America, isn't it? So what do they call them in America? But, you know, MPs, whatever. Like, you know what an MP is, like a parliament guy. He said he wants to see Edward Snowden executed. And I'm thinking, everybody in the world, everybody here is looking at Edward Snowden as a total hero and saying, thank you for telling us we're all being spied on without our knowledge by the NSA. Thank you for doing that. Thank you. And it only seems to be the people with the suits that want to see the person killed. You know, it's just, I don't understand that. You know, why are you not also happy to find out that your mum's being spied on? You know, she's not a drug dealer, she's not a criminal, but all her texts are being logged. Permanent Record is Edward Snowden's book. It's the first time permanent record of every single. So Edward Snowden didn't just say it; he showed it. He gave the 10,000 documents that he stole. He even stole other people's, his friends, his colleagues' keys to get their information. And he released 10,000 documents. They're online. You can go online and read them. He revealed the 14 Eyes Alliance, the 8 Eyes Alliance, the 5 Eyes Alliance, which none of us would know about. We would, if it wasn't for Edward Snowden, we wouldn't know about it. None of us would know about it. So I see him as a hero. I'm like, wow, because I don't agree with that. I mean, like serious criminals and all sex offenders, yeah, absolutely. We need to be. I don't care if it's secret or not. We need to be fucking watching these people. You know, we don't, especially if they've got a phone. God. But everybody else, no, I don't think everybody else should be getting spied on. And there's something that's coming into the UK and Europe called the chat control. So if you type in chat control, and then they've done like a really good article on the chat control. So they're going to be using AI very shortly. In the next couple of years, it will automatically be installed on your phone. You will not be able to remove it. It'll be an ADB protected package. And they're going to be using AI to scan everybody's messages, everybody's photos, for, you know, obviously illicit material, things like that. And you cannot opt out of it. You cannot do anything else. It's going to be made law. That's already in the pipe work. That's already happening. So it's not something that we can stop now, you know. And nobody knows about it. Nobody knows about it. You know, we've got facial recognition cameras. I don't like. I even don't like that. You know, because with black people, because of their dark tone, that sometimes it quite often gets them wrong. I mean, black people have been through bloody enough, man. You know what I mean? And these things are not great yet, you know. So it's like, I'm really against that as well, because it's just like a police state, isn't it? You know, it just doesn't feel nice walking down the street and they're seeing, oh, my face is getting scanned by that police van. Great, you know. And they're doing that here in Cardiff, right? Cardiff is one of the first places to implement it, along with somewhere else in England. There's one place in England and Cardiff here. So anyway, the videos that I was saying yesterday were silly videos and were unimportant and are all rubbish anyway. You know, I lost my mind. You know, I was only saying those things because I was trying to make. Because when I move next week, I want a fresh start, and that's part of my past. When I look at these videos, it gets me depressed, very depressed, because it's just. And it also says 2 years ago. And I'm like, 2 years, wow. The videos where I'm playing guitar and I'm healthy and I'm well and I'm doing things, those I love. I love to see those. So what I was going to do, I thought I'm going to delete every single video. On the way there, I'm going to delete every single video. Every single one about police. And Instagram and YouTube. I'm still going to do YouTube and Instagram. I'm still doing YouTube so they can relax. But YouTube, please, can you stop? I'm standing right next to my Wi-Fi. Oh, there we go. You're live. You can see it would stop moving if it was reconnecting. That would say that I'm live for 2 minutes and 16 seconds. Now it's saying I'm live next to it. Well, the time would stop. Be live, would I? So they're just doing the same stupid shit they did yesterday. It's called an overlay attack. It's called an overlay attack. That's what it's called. It's where they put a system kind of image in pixel. It's got MDM on it. So I wanted to build a snowman. And I woke up and as you can see, no snow. I was like, yeah, I thought that, like, I'm getting older now. I'm not going to have a million. Can you stop doing that, please, because I've been a creator. The funny thing is, when I go on there, I go on to watch tune once a music video, or I watch, well, I watch that. So, how did you find IP address when it was instantly put onto Graphene? And why, when I use the front end pipe, the source is unknown, they get blocked. The apps that don't have the apps that don't have an icon, the apps that are hidden with the MDM stuff. Google, can you tell me what does when I go on ADB, Android Debug Bridge, and I type in system device policy, why does it say provisioned ... and then it says true provisioned? I know what provisioned means. I always remove remote provisioning. So that's the first thing I get rid of with ADB, Android Debug Bridge. It's where you can remove system files, the ones that spy on you, things like SimToolkit. Have they fixed that? Because if they fixed it, I'll keep it. But I don't think you have fixed it. I don't think, because like on Cantor and things, they still say it's exactly the same. So. And it's a terrifying attack. The SimToolkit, terrifying attack, like, honestly. Anyway, so I took the videos down. I'm getting cold now. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep recording, but I'm just going to hold it like this. So there we go. Okay. So I put I wanted a fresh start, so I took I thought I'll delete all the videos. And then as I sat there on the toilet, because that's where it happened, the deep thinking, I was sat on the toilet, too honest, I'm good. I thought to myself, do you know what? I'm going to make the video's private now, because I haven't done that in a very long time. And then when I'm leaving, I'm going to delete them. So I put them all on private. And I went live last night. I thought, great, cool. I felt like a bit of a weight was lifted from me. I know that I've got my deposit paid. I know everything's fine. My mum comes up every couple of days. We go shopping. I get my vapes. I get my food. I have my medication from the pharmacy. And I come home and I chill and I spent 30 minutes outside, and then 23 hours and 30 minutes in my flat alone. Nobody ever comes to my flat. Nobody ever. I won't be where I'm moving because I've got a lot of friends there. I've got a lot of friends. It's where I went to school, and then when I went to college as well. So. I've got a lot of friends there. I was hanging around with the people from the older years as well, so it was like after my dad's death, I was going to nightclubs in Bristol taking ecstasy at 13. Someone's literally watching me out the window. It's creepy. So I'm not looking in anybody's window. Anyway, so I put the videos on private, and I went on to play guitar. I said to my mum this morning that my passion for guitar has returned. You know how it's returned? It's returned because of the guitar straps. How strange is that? And I've got my two magazines out. I haven't even opened them. Still got the fresh smell and everything. Guitar magazines, because I buy them and then never read them, never even open them. So I started reading one. It's got Dimebag Darrell in there, who was shot on stage, he killed on stage. Some idiot Marine. Ex-Marine from 25 years old, came up on stage and shot him. Everybody shot him in the back of the head. Everybody thought he was part of the show and were clapping. Because, so it was a metal like gig, Anyway, rest in peace, Dimebag Darrell. Really true, not just like mind-blowing guitarist, but a good human being. He would always take the time to sit and to thank every fan, he would like delay the tour bus. He would delay. They were always late because of Dimebag. Because he would stay and he would make sure he spoke to every single person who was there wanting to speak to him. And that's real, man. That's real. You know, like that's a good human being. And he's got now a ridiculously young age. Shot as well. Like, you know, just bust him up. And then someone tried to give him CPR, and he got shot. So it's just, you know, it doesn't make sense to me, you know. These people with guns, like young people with it doesn't make sense to me. So it's yeah. Yeah, it's really boring watching me, man. It's a nice car, that. I like that. I like that one. That is a nice car, man. That's a nice car. See, I would get one of these. I would get one. That would probably be my first pick of a car. Because I wouldn't want like a little hatchback. You know what I mean? Because that's what like the kids are driving. I'd want a bad boy car like that. I would. Windows right there. So I hope sometimes my window blows open, and then the plant, like I had a plant fly out the window and land exactly where that car is. It landed right there on the ground. You see the third window up. Look, those are my plants, and yeah, like I showed you them anyway. One blew out. It blew out and landed right there, smashed. And it was like I was gutted. Anyway, so it's weird because it's like, is it a school day today? I don't, because there's a school there and everybody parks here. I'm just a bit curious about who this dude is. He's not a taxi. I'm very weary of man in the middle of taxi, and he's Asian. The same as our friend in here, who likes to sit behind a phone and attack people who are leaving in 5 days. 5 days, man. My mum has given someone money to buy a Pixel phone, a 9, for me, brand new in the box. So just for security, because if people have your IMEI number, your serial number, your IP address, you're in trouble. They know exactly where you are to attack. And like just about every Android app can be abused, from SIM Toolkit to IMS service to RCS messaging. That's besides SIM Toolkit. And people have these apps on their phones and they don't have a clue. They don't have a clue, and I think that's really, really, really bad, man. You know, because these attacks can be like horrific. They can take all your stuff. They can take anything off your phone. They can make your phone visit malicious websites with malware, or maybe some dodgy websites, you know, to get you in trouble. They can anything you can do on your phone, they can do with remote access. And they exploit these apps, Graphene operating system, because it has exploit protections. But it has better modem. They've improved it. Google, excellent. Thank you for that. We appreciate you for that, because no other company is doing that. The baseband modem. If you're high risk, get a tablet. Get a you know, you can get a Pixel tablet and put graphene on it. Get a tablet because it doesn't have a baseband modem. The baseband modem of say my phone behind me, you can hack that in 10 seconds. If they work for the government, like there's a government building 5 minutes down the road here, and they don't like me too much because of the videos that I've got up. So you know they see me as like a dissident. I wondered what the word dissident meant, and it means it's somebody who opposes the government, or someone who opposes the parliament, or someone who, just opposes an important person in the country or the government. I wondered what it was. I googled it and I found out, and I thought to myself, I'm not a dissident. I'm not there, but I believe I'm seen as there. I believe I'm seen as that for doing what YouTube say we can do. Just waved at the car. He was obviously giving something to his son. It looked like his son came out. He was giving him some drugs. Or maybe he was giving him some money. Maybe he was just wanting to see him. So yeah. Sorry, I apologise. My battery died. But it was the strangest thing. And what I'll do is I'll stop this video for a second because I want to show you something. What happened? See, I've still got the blue light on because I woke up and I was chilling, so I'm taking my top off because I'm drenched in sweat. Because that jacket is like too warm. I should have worn my other one, which is not as warm as that. So apologies for being topless. I have bottoms on. I'm not naked. Like I said, guitar magazines. Who's there? It's John Frusciante, the guitarist in the Red Hot Chili Peppers, who nearly died from using drugs. He was in the V-Pro 94 interview. If you look at that interview, that was him. He looked. If you type in John 1994 V Pro, so V, just the letter V and then Pro interview. So type in John 94 V Pro interview. And just go to the images. Just click the images. You don't need to watch it or go to any page or anything. That was him. That was him. I've never seen an addict look like that. He's got scars all up his arms and everything. I've never seen an addict look the way, and I've seen it all. And what guitar is he holding? He's holding a Strat. And what guitar's that? It's a Strat. It's a Fender Strat. It's a limited edition one as well. That's the good thing about it. That's what that says there. I don't think you'll be able to read it because of this rubbish camera, but I'll read it for you. Fender Special Edition, not limited edition, sorry. Special Edition. It's a special edition Fender Stratocaster. And I've got this in because I'm going to be playing tonight, but I'm not going to be playing on live due to the continual technical attacks of the overlays, the overlay attacks. That's what it is. It's overlay attacks. It's a type of attack where if you go through your system apps. Sorry, hold on. You want to see me, don't you? See how ugly I look today. It's the hair. It's the hair. I should have had it because I preferred it when it was. That actually looks quite cool. It's like a troll. But yeah, it was. That's actually. I'm soaked in sweat. Like it's because of that jacket. It's a Levi jacket. It's like so warm. But I wasn't cold, so I started sweating. Plus, I've had my ADHD meds, and they can make they can raise your body temperature. And I've got a runny nose, so I don't know why I've got a runny nose. So anyway, yeah, what I wanted to show you was when I came in. So my phone died when I was down there, so I came in, and I walked. So this woman came and parked by here. Never seen her in my life before. Never seen her in my life before. She was looking directly at me. She came out. and I'm very wary of man in the middle attacks. And you should be too. You should be wary of man in the middle attacks too. Well, not you, because you're a police officer. But yeah, but other people should be wary of man in the middle attacks. So anyway, I came in the building and I looked to the right, yeah, and you know, when I go outside, or when I reach the very like if I push myself up against my front door, the light outside will come on. When I open the door and go outside, the light comes on automatically. It stays on for 5 seconds, 10, no more than 10 seconds. So it's about 5 to 10 seconds it stays on for. And then if you move again, then it comes back on. So the light on the right-hand side where the hacker lives was on, which it's not conclusive, is it? It's not conclusive because that's what you call evidence. That's not proof. That's evidence because there could be another explanation. It could have been his neighbor. But to me, I always look over that side because I know of him. So I always look there, and it's never on. It's never on. And it was on at 7 o'clock on the morning where I was on here trying to post a video showing censorship, which I actually don't care about because it's not YouTube. It's not YouTube doing it. It wasn't YouTube. So it's not YouTube. YouTube don't care. YouTube don't care if I put it up. They would probably care if I said that they were censoring me, but it's not them. They're not censoring me. They I don't know whether they're allowing people to do it. Or can you make a fix for it? Can you make a fix for it, please, YouTube? Is there any chance you can make a fix for it? I mean, is there any chance of that? Like a patch, you know, can you do updates, fix some bugs and took the afternoon off? I think that's your normal one, isn't it? Fix some bugs, took the afternoon off. I think that's the normal one. I used to see like every 5 days. So you're like on top of it with the bugs, and that is definitely a bug. That's obviously a bug, especially when people can do overlay attacks. Why can they do overlay attacks? Like, you know, just ridiculous. Because you can see the live thing still, like it's ticking now. It's the live clock. It's not a clock for the time. I'm not even on the public internet. This is not on the public internet. This is on a closed private network. This phone is on a closed private network. That's why it says 0 people. That's what YouTube probably do as well. Because why are my followers going crazy? Like up to 500. Like what? Like I'm moving off to Web3. I'm moving off to Web3. You know, fuck Web2 because YouTube won't even help. They won't help. They'll ban your phone. They'll ban your fucking iPhone. You know, your brand new Google. I bought a Google phone, so you've got money from this. And you're banning me from YouTube. Why? Why would you ban someone from YouTube? I don't understand that. I've been called the most disgraceful things on here. I've been called the most there's probably some here. Oh no, hang on, there's not because it's I resumed the video. So yeah, I've been called the most disgraceful things. And these people, I typed their names in, you know, like a month later, they're still there. So YouTube, no, don't do a damn thing. And I mean, I report the comments, you know, and they are disgraceful, like truly sick things, like, you know, even racist things like calling someone Gora Bellend. You know, it's disgusting, it's disgraceful. And I have a girl coming on and obsessively talking to me while I was playing my guitar, and I was like, "Wow!" She said, "I couldn't see because I didn't have my glasses on. My glasses are I can't even see my glasses because I'm blind. Yeah, so I didn't have my glasses on. I'm gonna put them on. And so I didn't have my glasses on, and I couldn't see the messages. I could just see that there was messages coming, like quick. So she was just typing like mad. She said that
and then she said, like I started playing "Creep" by Radiohead, and she went "Creep" in all bold letters, and 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 then she went like a minute later, then she went, "Oh, I'm not calling you one. I just like the song." And I'm thinking to myself, well, I thought that anyway. Why would you want to clarify that? Like, you know, she's just trying to. It's trolling people. They do it because they want to feel welcomed by the other people who are in the chat. Because there was a guy in the chat who was doing the same thing, and so she obviously knew him, and they were just doing it for a laugh. Probably friends of the brother of the guy. I'm not going to mention it, but probably friends of somebody that I put a video up about. And yeah, I don't want to do a long video. I want to read my magazine and chill out. Like, I've got some dihydrocodeine I'm going to be taking, Paramol, but for my sore legs. And then I've got my methadone later for later. But yeah, so it's just, it wasn't meant to be a long video. So anyway, I came in and I looked over to the right, and guess whose light was on? The hacker's light was on. The hacker's light was on. So he'd been out in the hall. So I've got the video here. We can watch it. Let's watch it. Let's watch it together. I'm gonna vape. So yeah, it's the same thing as yesterday, where I'm standing right next to my Wi-Fi. Oh, there we go. You're live. You can see the clock doesn't stop moving. The clock would stop moving if it was reconnecting. That would mean that it wouldn't say that I'm live for 25 minutes and 16 seconds. Now it's saying I'm live for 25 minutes and 20 seconds. Now it's got the big words. It's got live in a big red box, and it's got your time next, and it's got your time. I'm going to skip forward because it's not this part. So my phone died. My foot, so I was holding this one in the back. It was weird. The camera went all funny for some reason. It's weird. It's like, why has it gone black? See? Why is it black? Why is it black? Strange, yeah. Trying to do a man in the middle attack. Look, his light's on. That's where he lives. And his light was on. He's obviously very aware. So he's aware? So he's aware? Cameras, yeah. Look, I was trying to point to the cameras and you can't see anything. You can't see anything. I'm like, why can you not see anything? Oh, why is it like that? That's ridiculous. Jesus. Why is it like that? Okay, there's a camera there. You can see, I was just showing the cameras. I don't know why it's like that. You can't even see it. It looks like I'm in heaven. See, you have to literally lift it up. That's really weird. That is so strange. I don't know why it's like that. I'll finish the video upstairs. Did you see how his light was on? Those lights stay on for about 5 seconds. They come on when you leave your flat. They come on when you get about this close to the door. They come on. The light comes on inside. In here, it comes on with a sensor, which you can't, for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with the camera on this phone. That's the sensor that you can't see. That's the video camera. You can see that one. I don't know why you can see that perfectly. That's strange. That's a strange thing. I might have it on night mode. What I'll do is I'll play the video. So yeah, you can see, I hate these guys how they step forward like that. old man. I've got better glasses than this. I've got Converse glasses. Where are they, man? Are they here? I've got Converse glasses, and I prefer wearing them, but it's they're like I need to go and get them like these ones. Their Converse are really cool. I need to go and get them like fixed. I only wear them in the flat, so you know. So this is the other guitar magazine. Anyway, I'll just quickly finish my point. I'm not going to do a long story. I'm just going to get to the point and get it done. Right? Okay. So all the police videos. I was sitting on the toilet. I thought when I move, I'm going to take all of them down. Not take them down because sometimes I'll take them down and then I'll get angry at something or something suspicious will happen. A million suspicious things happen, like things I've never seen before. You know, that's why they stick out as strange events. You know, like a woman waiting by the back door, and I go out, and then I go out and I stand there, and I don't look at her. I just look down at my phone. I look like I'm playing on my phone, and she's about 6-7 meters from me. She turns and my hair's so crazy, isn't it? She turns and she runs. Yeah, I mean run. Like literally, it wasn't a walk, it was a run. She ran around the court, and I was like, what? So I started walking, following, and by the time I turned, she had gone. She'd gone. So she sprinted because she was scared because I had my camera on. She didn't want me having her on film. That's the main thing. The wisdom officers do not want to be on film because you know they just obviously don't want that. It's why I've got that video of the woman who was opposite, standing opposite, and then like I'm filming myself. I notice it, and she's watching me, but she's also looking up at my window, just standing on the opposite side of the road. I go, oh my God, are you kidding me? And I turn the camera towards her, but she can't see that it's pointing at her. That's the thing. She wouldn't have known it was pointing at her. And I zoomed in to her, and you can see her. She turns around and looks at me. She kind of then turns back around really quickly. She turns and looks and again sees that my camera's probably filming her. And she jumps around like this and like, you know, just because she did not want her face caught. And that's actually backed up. That's actually backed up on a MacBook. My mum's friend's husband's MacBook. Because I don't have a MacBook, so the lightning sticks that I had for the iPhone 12, I wanted to know that you know I had it. You know, I could transfer it to another Mac device. It doesn't work with Windows, so my mum took 2 of them when she went to Scotland and gave them, and he's got it all. So he's got it all on his MacBook. And that's one of the things that's on there. So anyway, yeah, without going on, because I keep starting something and then going on about something else. See all the pedals I made up yesterday? I made them all up because I was gonna I was just wanting to show each one, and I just wanted it to be a cool guitar video and just chilled, you know. And it was the most depressing video of my life. Like, by the end of it, I felt I didn't feel depressed for long though when I finished it. That's the main thing. But I did feel depressed during the end because I know what YouTube does. I know exactly what they do with the because they're allowing it. That's the thing. So they might not be doing it, but they are allowing it. They're allowing it, and they're not doing patches, or they're not doing you know. Why am I not allowed to share my opinion, YouTube? Why am I not allowed to share my opinion? Why are they allowed to share theirs, but I'm not allowed to share mine? Why is that? I'm not doing anything criminal. I'm not doing anything criminal. So why are they allowed to share their opinion? I'm not sure mine. Anyway, why are you blocking me? Why are you blocking me on a phone you shouldn't know I have? I know I had it for 2 weeks. You obviously shouldn't know the IP address. And like on Pipe on my old Motorola, you should have known the IP on that because I contacted, I set up an account with YouTube and I posted some videos. The first one got loads of views, and then the other one's got no views at all. And I wrote on there, I should have realized, nothing changes with Einstein said. Einstein said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. So what's this? Where's this going? Hold on. Where's my banana one? It must be this one. Yeah, this is it. So yeah, I was gonna take I thought I'll delete the videos because I want a fresh start. So my hair is kind of growing, but which way did I used to do it? I used to do it this way. I used to do it this way. I didn't used to do it the other way. I used to do it this way. There you go. Look, it's not better, but it's still. It's because I used conditioner yesterday, so it makes it look flatter, which is not good. So I'm not going to use Head and Shoulders today. I'm actually going to shave like around here because I shaved my chest yesterday. I shaved all my so I can see my tattoos better and things like that. Also because I was like a woolly mammoth. Anyway, so I was going to delete the videos when I leave next week. I was going to delete the videos this week. So I was going to delete the videos. And uh, and then I thought to myself, do you know what? I'm actually going to put them on private right now. I'm going to get back to guitar and do a guitar live. And I thought, oh, I'm going to make up a pedal board. So that I'm not just showing one effect. I'm going to actually make up a whole pedal board with 5 pedals, all with power. So you have to power 5 pedals. It's a lot harder to do. It takes a lot more time. It took me a lot of time to set up. And I did that. And while I was doing it, that stupid, just childish, sadistic. Let's call a spade a spade. Okay, let's not call a spade a rape. Let's call it a spade. Let's be truthful. Sadistic, childish, immature, racist, scared boy. I think he's a boy. He's like, that's not a man to me. That's not a man to me. I screamed for him to come out his flat. I screamed for him to come out his flat, and he didn't come out his flat. He didn't. And I didn't know which door it was. So, I don't know which door he lives in. So, I just know he lives in there. And I screamed for him to come out his flat because he was hacking my phone at that very second. And he refused to. He was obviously hiding under his covers. Terrified. Last night I said to him, come up, knock the door. I'll let you in. You can sit down for 5 minutes. And we can go in that room. We can shut the door, and we can sort this out like men. We can sort this out like men. You know what I mean by that? Where one person will walk out. And no knock on the door. No knock on the door. He didn't come. He was scared. Because he's attacking me, and it has an effect on you. So why is he allowed to attack me and be cocky as well? I remember there were some people came on here and they said, "You like men." Hello, Mr. Homosexual. Why were they saying that? You know why they were saying that? Because if you're professional people, like you'd look at me and you'd think, you'd there's things you do, there's things you don't do as a professional. So why were people calling me Mr. Homosexual? Why was that happening? Because I know why it was happening. It's because obviously he had hacked my thing and he had heard a video that I had recorded. So that's unprofessional. That's unprofessional. Asian people have parties before they get married where they have sex with teenage boys. This is a common. It's not like something that happens like once in a while. This happens like pretty much with every kind of wedding. I don't know, which country it is. I just remember watching it on TV and seeing these underage boys, these under the age of 16 boys, who dress femininely, and these old men all have sex with them. They're under 16, so it's rape. And yeah, just sick, man. So anyway, there's things professionals do, and there's things professionals don't do. So we know he's not a professional person. We also know he's one of the he's just he has a lot of old beliefs that dinosaurs have that should be extinct now with the dinosaurs. He is not a good person. He's not a good person. Someone who can hide. Someone who can hide in their flat and attack with equipment like the transceiver in the wall there and things like that. And they put the overlay. If he hadn't put the overlays there, I'm giving up this channel now. This is my last video. If he and my mum is signed my account, and she's going to be she's wondering why the videos are not uploading. Because why is the one video which was very short last night, it was 18 hours, it was filmed 18 hours before, still not uploaded? Why? It's like you're purposely delaying them. It's like you're purposely doing it. Same with the second one that was filmed last night. What is it now? What time is it now? It is 14:10, so that's probably about 18 hours, probably about 13, 14 hours. It's still not uploaded. It's like YouTube are intentionally delaying it. I actually tried to stick up for YouTube yesterday, and so when some guy said, "Oh, they're censoring my comments," and I lied, and I said, "Oh, they get about 1 million comments every second, so sometimes it takes a little while for them to reach, to get published, Totally lying, because I know that's not true. They got supercomputers. When someone makes a comment, it's there. Why is it taking so long for videos that are already on YouTube servers to be moved to my name on their server, my account on this server? Why? Like, why? It's well, you've already got it. You've already got it. You've got the video. You've got the 1 hour 5 minutes of this video already. Why is it taking so long to go from here to here? It didn't before. Before, I've seen them upload in 5 minutes. I've seen them upload in 5 minutes, 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, and now you're intentionally censoring them. So you should not be taking sides, YouTube. You should be neutral. You should be neutral. Yeah? You should be like not on either side. Hold on. I'm gonna be playing guitar in a minute. Oh god. I'm playing guitar in a minute. So yeah, you should be neutral. See, look at that strat. Look at that for a strat. A red one, a proper. It looks left-handed there. Well, that's what a left-handed one would look like, but it's not. just back to front, because obviously, as you can see by the title of the magazine, it's not. It's all right. It's one like this. So yeah. This is what I was doing. I was just chilling here. I was feeling good. I was just chilling in my room, in my flat, you know. I woke up, took my ADD med. I'm having a coffee. Yeah. Oh, did I finish it? Please tell me I didn't finish it. God, I didn't finish it. Thank God. I got the best bit left. Look at that. That's the best bit. I'm gonna have to do this. I have to do this. What? Oh, I have to do this because then the chocolate mixes in. This is the best bit. I swear to God, this is going to be like an orgasm, honestly. I'm actually going to use this strap today. This one. I prefer this one. Because this one's a bit bright. It's just cool because it's got the black locking. It's got the black here. So, you know, it just clips in like that. It's just there. I'm plugging my nipple in there as well. Just clips in like that. There you're off. So, cool things. So yeah. Anyway, it was just I was just gonna finish it in one sentence. The video in one sentence. The fact that idiot downstairs, that muppet, yeah, very very technically skilled, incredibly technically skilled. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the with the other geeks in the IT classes. If you look at him and you think, what if you took 10 people and said to them, showed them a photo of him and said, what do you think this guy does for a living? Right? Nobody would write model. They wouldn't for me either. Nobody was at the side. I was just clarifying that. It wasn't like a dig at him or anything. No one would say model. No one would say guitarist. Nobody would say some people might say financial advisor. Some people might say banker. Most people, I believe, would say IT. He's involved in IT. He looks like that. I noticed that straight away. He looks like he works in IT. He just looks like that type of person because he's not incredibly good looking or anything. He doesn't have a girlfriend. He's always alone. So these people regress to computers and study, you know, what hacking, and then hacking on women's computers to look at their naked photos. You know what I mean? Things like that, which I bet he does. I guarantee he does it. Because if he's able to do the things he's doing to me, then he's doing it to he's definitely doing it to other people. Because he got on my gallery. He got on my gallery, so he's doing it to other people. You don't need. You think he's not going to be doing it to the sexy girl in Starbucks? Come on, man. Come on. Of course he is. Of course he is. Oh God, I did the wrong thing there. Of course he is. He's doing it to the sexy girl in Starbucks. He's doing it to probably other people in the building. If there's any women in the building. And do you know what his Wi-Fi is called? Do you know what the name of his Wi-Fi is? Right, it's hysterical. it's hysterical. Yeah, you're gonna split your sides laughing. Right? Are you ready for this? Right. Oh God, no! I don't know if I could say it without laughing. Right? Are you ready for this? Right? Please be ready for this. Right? Lord of the Pings. Funny, huh? Who would find that funny? Lord of the Pings. What was pinging? Do you know what pinging is? I didn't know what pinging was. I know what Instagram is. I know everything else is. Funny enough, my drug counselor said he knows what pinging is, but he said he doesn't know what Instagram is. which I find bizarre. Pinging is what they do to tell the distance between, say my computer and someone else's computer. You'll ping their IP, and it will send a packet to their a packet's like like an invisible thing that you can't see, like, of data. It'll send a packet of data to that computer, and it'll send it back to you, and you can then tell how far away that person is, or how far away that computer is. That's pinging. So his Wi-Fi is called Lord of the Pings. So yes, he works in IT. There's no who the hell would call your Wi-Fi that, man? Come on. I was like the stupidest thing in the whole world, man. Lord of the Pings. Oh, brother, you absolutely cracking my sides up, man. Aren't you a funny fucker? You're funny as hell, you are, brother. Lord of the Pings. That's gonna keep me laughing for 10 years. So yeah, that's what his Wi-Fi is called. Because I pinged it myself. And because you can see how many bars the signal has, and it's normally one and sometimes two. As I go down the stairs, it gets stronger and stronger. As I go down the stairs, it gets stronger and stronger. Lord of the Pings. And by the time I get down to where they are, where the light was on, it's then at full capacity. So whoever it belongs to someone on the floor, the bottom floor, because that's the place where it's got full signal. And if I go and stand right over in the corner of the other side, it goes down one bar. If I go back over the other side to where he is, the bar comes up again. So Lord of the Pings, pinging is an IT thing. It's an IT thing. That's what it is. It's people. That's what people in IT do. They ping things. They'll ping Google, to see how long it takes for a packet of data. And it's just such boring shit. You can paint a guitar. But it's like it'll tell you how long it takes for the packet to go there and come back, and you can then estimate the estimate how far away the destination is. Wow, great, man, cool. Lord of the Pings, you're funny, brother. You're really funny, man. No, you're a geek. There's geeks that call themselves geeks. Like what was it? There's something about geeks. It's like a geek convention. They call it something like that. So it's not actually an offensive word. But he is. He's a geek. Yeah. So like, just I'm gonna be playing my guitar. Well, I need to get another one of these cables. Goes from here. Oh God. Goes from here into my amp. So I've got two of them, but for some reason both broke. They probably came in here and broke them. Because that's happened about 15 times where electronic things have been broken. An iPad's been broken, a PAX has been broken that I'd had for a week, and the manufacturer didn't believe me. The manufacturer did not believe me. They cost £300. He didn't believe me. He didn't believe that it broke. After 1 week, he said that's impossible. He said like a year, yeah, okay, maybe. He wouldn't even believe a year, but he definitely said if it was um, a week, it won't have broken in a week. And I said I had to actually send him a video. I had to send him a video of the PAX showing it does not work. It's been short circuited. How did I know it's been short circuited? Because when I plugged it into the thing, the light would. And then when I take it up, so when you plug the plus and the minus in, it came on. But just the light, not the actual thing. When you took it off and tried to, nothing happens. not even the light would come on. So it was short circuited. It was short because the light is separate to the actual operating of the vaporizer. So that's why the light. Oh, he's fantastic, that guy. This is True Crime Extra. It's the guy from. Is it 60 Minutes? It might be 60 Minutes. Is it 60? I can't show you. You can hear his voice though. You can hear his voice. No blood. Carlos. So yeah, this guy's amazing. Chris Van Sant. Peter Van Sant. Peter Van Sant. So yeah, I'm going to be going live on other platforms, because of how corrupt YouTube is. Because I've got zero, so I've got five. I've now got 500 followers. There's zero people. It's not followers. It's people that have actually subscribed. You know, subscribing is not the same as following. Following is just like, I'll follow this person, you know. Subscribing to their channel, that's a big. It's almost like a little bit of a commitment, you know. It's you want to know when these next videos come out. That's why you subscribe. So this is rubbish. This is rubbish. I'm on a closed network, and I'm not going to be next week. And the new phone and the desk. I've already got the desktop, but I haven't got the monitor yet. And I'm not sure if I could use. No, I don't think that would work as a monitor. I think you think you can use a TV as a monitor. It's got HDMI. Well, I don't want to use my TV as a monitor. I would actually, because it's 43 inches TV, so it's really be quite cool. So anyway, I'm really tired. And I'm gonna play my games. I'm not see there. See, there's my recording equipment. My Focusrite. I'm looking forward to trying this out with a desktop that's 32 gigabytes of RAM. So not like my laptop that I've now got rid of, that had 4 gigabytes of RAM, which was 3.8, but I only used 3.6. So I'm looking forward to using the stereo recording equipment. I need to get speakers as well. I'm looking forward to setting my studio up. I'm looking forward to making music. I'm looking forward to enjoying myself. I'm looking forward to continuing to get feel good and feel healthy, and enjoy playing guitar. I love guitar, man. But yeah, I'm on a closed network, and YouTube have done the same. I wish to God, yeah, I could see the debug logs for this. I want to actually email. Well, they would just send me fake ones. Because the logs for my live would not be the same as the logs for Caitlin guitar. It would not be the same as hers. It would say different things. It would show that I'm a closed net. That's why I got 500 followers, 0 people on here, and it actually it hits you hard. So thank you, Google. Thank you. It hits you hard. It hits you hard. It actually destroys your soul. It makes you feel very depressed because you think of all the time you wasted, doing guitar while all Asian people would abuse you, and then Asian people abuse you in a video that is not 18, it's not rated 18, and YouTube put it as 18 rated. I didn't put it as 18, they put it as 18 rated. What on earth was 18 rated? It. Look at it. Have you seen it? So they were actually defending, helping, hide the abuse that was happening to me. They were helping hide the abuse. So that's why Web3 uh, uh, tablets without baseband modems, desktops. Yeah, I'm only. It's a desk. It's like this. It's only like this size. The whole desktop is like this size. It's got 32 gigabytes of RAM, which I'm just like mind blown at. So I've got that, but then need to monitor. So yeah, so I'm gonna play guitar now. So anyway, I put the videos back up, and I'm putting the remainder of them up, and I'm going to leave them as is, leave the channel as is. I've been done. I was done with YouTube. I think when did I do a live? I did a live. It was around Christmas because I felt depressed, and then after it, I felt even worse. Fuck man, I went on to thinking, right, just a guitar one, come on, like this is cool. It's Christmas time. My mum invited me down to Portugal to spend it with her. But I didn't want to leave my flat because the police had driven past me very slowly, holding up traffic, driving 2 miles an hour, looking out of the van at me with an angry, aggressive look on their face. They did that 2 mornings before I was due to go to my mum's. So because of that, if they hadn't have done that, I would have gone to my mum's. But because they did do that, I decided to stay here and hold the fort. So yeah, it's that was so I spent Christmas alone. Like the day before Christmas, didn't see anyone. Christmas Day, didn't see anyone. Day after Christmas, didn't see anyone. Didn't even leave the building. Didn't even leave my flat. So I went on here, because I'm not. You see that TV ad of this old guy, and he goes, he gets his mobile out, and he rings his number, and then he holds up to his ear. He goes, "I'm feeling lonely," and then this woman on the other end goes, "That's okay. We're here to help," and it's Age UK, and I'm thinking to myself, "Wow, he's had a whole life." Probably healthy, unlike me. And he's getting help with his loneliness. There was no help for me in Cardiff with loneliness. There is no help for me in Cardiff with loneliness. That's why I'm moving to Cardiff. That's why I specifically chose the place I'm going, which we've had to tell different people different things, for good reasons. I'm going somewhere where I already know people, like people I grew up with. So yeah, because he was doing the overlay attacks. I'm just going to finish it. So because he was doing the over, I keep getting sidetracked. Because he was doing the overlay attacks, I put the. I'm actually going to do something else now because I feel very depressed. I feel very like I came on when I went on. I felt happy. I feel very depressed now. So when I come off, I need to do something to give me my happiness back, which has been stolen by YouTube, and it's stupid counter because I'm on a closed private network. According to Proton's debug logs, it's a closed private network. So I've emailed them the logs and I've said, why is it saying I'm on the public internet? I'm not part of any office or any, you know, yeah, my IP on any, if I get any phone in the world, the IP will change. Within a couple of days, the IP will change to 10.2.0.1. That's a bit strange, isn't it? 10.2.0.1. That's an IP address. That's like the easiest to remember IP address ever. I googled it, and it said that that's actually a private DNS. It's a private one for an organization, like this internet organization or something. And so I actually emailed that company. I actually emailed them and no response. Or at least no response. I haven't checked. I haven't checked. So there might be a response. I wasn't. Yeah, so it's very weird. It's just like because they thought I was going to be here forever, which was the plan. You know, that's why there's guitar wall hangers through in the other room. There's a guitar wall hanger here, there's one or two there. So I was going to be the guitar at the music studio. You know, it's perfect size for a studio as well. You know, and but I'm happier now because I'm going to be very far away from Cardiff. I'm going to be very close to my mum. Uh, you know, like literally, my mum will be there 2 seconds. So I'm going to be very close to my mum. I'm going to be and my sister, and I'm going to be. You know, I can get one 5 minute bus, and I can go to the beach. Or I can spend the day on the beach. You know, it's going to be great. This is where I grew up. This is where I grew up. It was the best place ever to grow up. You know, it really was. And I actually spoke to my sister. Well, I didn't speak to her, but there was like a message passed between my mum, my sister, and it was really cool. And I was like speaking, hearing something from my sister. It was really cool. Because obviously she lives down there too. She's part of the health board. She was a head pharmacist for a long time, and then I mean, apparently, I said my sister was a head pharmacist to somebody, and then I went, no, she's not part of the health board. So she's now part, like, way at the top. You know what I'm saying? You know, like she was always the cleverest person in school, so they thought I was going to be really clever. They couldn't have been more wrong. So I got sent on a youth focus scheme at 15, and I went and studied music in college, in Regent College. And I was 15, so I was 15. I was in college. I had an ID that said 1988 on it. I scored half of the last eight off, and they changed it to a three. Obviously, half an eight is a three. So it's now said 1983. And it got me into all the clubs. And because I was under 16, I would always hold the ecstasy. And I got arrested. They kicked the side door down, and I was arrested for possession of ecstasy in Swansea. It might have been Swansea. It might have been Bristol. But yeah, if the police check, if like this person here who's on here checks, they'll see I was arrested for possession of ecstasy at 15. Yeah. I said no comment, and the guy said, "Don't give me that no comment bullshit." That's what he said to me, a police officer. I said no comment. He went, "Don't give me that no comment bullshit." I was like, "You really? I swear to God, crazy, isn't it? Because you wouldn't see that nowadays. You wouldn't see that. It's your right. It's your right to say no comment, isn't it? It's your right not to self-incriminate. It's your right, and you're allowed to say no comment. You know. So anyway, if you listen to I guess it's because they knew because when they were arresting me, I said I'm 15, and they went, "Oh, even better." I think to myself, what do you mean even better? You know what I mean? Why better? It just means that any charge, I'm not going to get any charge.
But it was the guys I was with. They were all like 18, 19, and they wanted. They would give me the drugs to hold, you know. And so when they wanted a pill, I would have to go to the toilet. I would have to get it out. I would have to go back. I'd have to secretly give it to them. They watched for that in the clubs. They watched, man. And I was in there. I was getting it out. Toilet door kicked in. Pills flew everywhere. And I was then taken to the club. Yeah, so that was horrible, horrible experience. That was a horrible experience. And they use ecstasy now as a love drug. And they're giving it to couples, pharmaceutical ecstasy. So like you get street amphetamine, and then you get amphetamine that's produced pharmaceutically. It's like it's strange. Like they're using LSD now. Schizophrenia, bizarrely. I've never used LSD, so I don't know what it's like. I don't know what it's about. I know what happened with the Beatles. You know, they used it, and then when they used it, they said that the first thing they realized was that their careers making billions of pounds, and the whole world loving them, and everything. They said the first thing they realized was, oh my God, that's the most futile, unimportant thing in the entire world. Strange, huh? It was because they said they'd seen the bigger picture. I don't understand it because I've never used it. I would like to use it. I would like to, so if there's any medical tests or something medical, because they do the medical tests or the research tests, I'll sign up. Or if I can get it myself, I could probably actually get it myself. But I don't use party drugs. I don't know where people who use party drugs are. So, well, maybe when I'm out rocking and rolling, once I've moved, I will be able to make some connections, and I'll be able to maybe source some LSD to give it a try. A little bit of research, just as research, not for anything else, because you're allowed to use certain drugs for research purposes. And mine is just research purposes. And the Beatles, like George Harrison, you went, it was amazing. That's what he says. He said he couldn't believe it. It was absolutely amazing. Like, he's the funniest guy in the world, George Harrison. I can't believe he's gone. He's dead and gone. Do you know what? I'm going to listen to the Traveling Wilburys after this, because they fucking lift my heart up so much, man. They cure my depression instantly. Like Tom Petty had like a little bag which was full of the A to Z of drugs. And a lot of the rockers do, the A to Z of drugs, the uppers, the downers, your cocaine, your stimulants, your potentially methamphetamine, ecstasy, and then they've got their downers, heroin, and then they progress to fentanyl. Stupidly, fentanyl only lasts 15 minutes. That's the half-life of 15 minutes. You have to dose every 15 minutes. That's how crazy it is. That's why it comes in a patch. It doesn't come in a tab unless it is a time release tablet. Heroin lasts 6 hours. You have to dose heroin every 5 hours because it runs out after 6 hours. Methadone lasts 72 hours. So that's why they give it to addicts, because it's once daily dosing. It doesn't get you high like the short acting. Same with benzodiazepines. You've got like clonazepam, which is actually it does get you very intoxicated, but it's very long acting. Then you've got diazepam, which is very long acting, but it's not that potent. Then you've got Xanax, which lasts 3 hours and is incredibly potent. And then you've got midazolam, which is the one that they use in the lethal injection,
one of the few drugs released injection in America, or it used to be, because Dormicum, they stopped producing it for that. They said they didn't want to produce a drug that was used to kill people. They said they heal people, they don't kill people. And yeah, so it's just that lasts even less time. So it's the short acting ones. So while they're the strongest, they're also the most dangerous. Fentanyl lasts 15 minutes. There is me as an opiate addict, there is no need for fentanyl to exist aside from in a hospital setting with a cancer patient. There is, if you've got a bad back, you don't need fentanyl patches. Okay, like morphine. Okay, cool. You do not need fentanyl patches. It's irresponsible in my mind. I think it's one opiate that we could actually get rid of, and that's it, gone. I think we should get rid of it. I think we should stop producing it, and I think it shouldn't be made. We've got heroin, diacetylmorphine. We don't need fentanyl. You know, it's just a stupid drug. It's so lucrative for the drug dealers as well, because if you can ship only a package this size, if it's heroin, it'll be maybe in that size of a package, it'll be maybe 10,000 doses. But if it's that size of package of fentanyl, it'll be 1,000,000 doses. So it's more lucrative for the people that Donald Trump thankfully is taking out, blowing up their boats as they come in. Donald Trump is really, I don't like the Epstein scandal stuff that seems to be very tied to him. But as a president, and what he's doing, I think he's doing I'm like, where is our Donald Trump? Where is he? Like, where is he? Is it Nigel Farage? You know, we need a Donald Trump. Because someone who just he just changes. He does what he does what needs to be done. He does what the people want. You know, it's like he's thinking from the perspective of what the people want, and he's doing it. You know, like getting rid of the immigrants by force. You know, there's no checks or right to reside or anything, you know, bollocks like that. You go home. You know, it's just go home. You know, and I agree with that, because pretty soon, like you said, you're not going to have a country. You're not going to have a country. We're not going to have a country soon. There's like a thought, like how many people is it coming over in these boats every day? From half of Afghanistan and Pakistan and all these countries have come over in these boats. I mean, you know, we're not going to be a Gora country anymore. You know, we should be a Gora country. We're a Gora country. We're white. You know, we're a Gora country. We're white. I'm black as well. Black people have been here since the start as well. So I can't say black people have been here just as long as white people. It's only the Asian people that came later. I think it was like the 60s, wasn't it, that the Asian people started coming over. But before that, it was just white people, black people. Anyway, so yeah, I because he was doing those tricks, those overlays, I thought to myself, what the hell am I putting this? What the hell am I putting this? Going to delete these videos for? Because as soon as I delete them, just the same as every time I've taken the videos down, I'll take the videos down, and then I see they start attacking. They start proceeding. They start coming for me. You know, they start coming to the back door, things like that. And so I put the videos back up quickly. You know, just so they're there. You know, I feel safer. Cool, they're there. They're good. They're safe. You know, on my channel. I was going to delete the videos. I was going to delete them, but even before I've done that, so I put them all on private, showing my good intention that they're private now, they're going to be deleted the day that I leave. Like I said, man of my word, and I really truly am a man of my word. And I could not believe it. I'm here to just being myself, telling my story, which I didn't write my story, but I'm allowed to tell it. That's what YouTube told me I'm allowed to tell it. And I've made up a pedal board, a really nice pedal board, which I'm gonna edit a bit because I'm off to Web3 now. I'm off to Web3. Fuck this shit. And I realized if I take those videos down and then try and proceed as a guitar channel, they're not gonna let me. They're gonna be doing the same crap. So what? And I'm then not gonna have any defense because I was the stupid muppet who took the first step towards peace and resolution. And when I did that, as soon as I took the first step towards peace and revolution, sorry. Yeah, well, maybe. Resolution and revolution. Guitar revolution. I'm going to be starting a new website. But it's going to be a self-hosted website. It's going to be a self-hosted website. I actually saw. I was reading that last night. I was flicking through and I was stopping at bits that I found interesting. It's massive. Such a big book. It's like it's a big book. How many pages is it? Let's see how many pages it is. 433 pages. Oh my god. I'm sure it's got other books in the back. Other books that you can get on different other topics. And there's some really cool. There's one on Ethereum, which is a cryptocurrency. So I'm going to get that one. There's one on because I want Ethereum. I think is going to be better than Bitcoin. That's the argument. Ethereum or Bitcoin. Ethereum or Bitcoin. I think it's going to be Ethereum. And I would like my money to be Ethereum rather than Bitcoin. Just from the way it's all going. But anyway, and I wanted to see if they had one on Web3. I wanted to see if they had one on Web3. And then just other internet ones, just other website builders, other things like that. Because that's what I'm going to be doing when I move. I'm not going to be doing YouTube anymore. I'm not going to be doing that at all. The channel is going to be left as is. That was what I did. I worked hard for maybe I think it was a year and a half. I got to 500 subscribers. I'm happy with that. I'm proud of what I achieved, despite all the, in my opinion, censorship, whether that was by YouTube or whether that was by YouTube or whether that was by or whether that was by the police. So I'm just, I hate Judge Judy, man. I don't hate it. I keep thinking, well, I used to watch this 20 years ago. I think it was, oh, wow, that was 20 years. This is such a great book, 48 hours. I love 48 hours. I love this show. See, I actually given up Babe Station. Given up Babe Station. I know I still go on just to see what girls are on. Because some of them are really cool. Like that girl Cartel. She is she's a cool person as well as a beautiful lady. but I've stopped. I've given that up because this goes on all night. It goes on till like 6 in the morning. So I can sit and watch true crime instead. It's because I never could before. Before I had the choice of the news, BBC News 24, or Babe Station. So what do you get? You're a 30-year-old single guy. What are you going to pick, man? Okay, so yeah. Um, yeah, so anyway, I'm feeling so relaxed and chilled out. And I'm tired because I only slept like I went to sleep about 5. I was falling asleep about 5 o'clock. I fell asleep without taking my nighttime medication, my quetiapine and my mirtazapine. I didn't take it, and I fell asleep at 5. And I need to start forcing myself to take it because that way I won't then stay up. Because what I do is, if you don't take it, you don't get sleepy. You have to take it to get sleepy. Once you're on it and you've been on it for like a week or two, if you don't have it, you won't sleep. You will not sleep. You won't sleep for 3 days. It'll take at least 3 days to sleep. So yeah, it's I need to start taking it at like a dedicated time. I mean, like I do with my magical one. Where is it? Where's my magical normal life medication? And look, this is Saturday. This is Sunday. Saturday. Gone. Oh, it's annoying. It's annoying that I have to do this. It's my rasher. Little Pete did that with a bottle of Xanax. So, little Pete, get a bottle of Xanax. Xanax is a nice benzodiazepine. It's just very strong. But anyway, so yeah, it's just and it's not one that I like. Just due to how short acting it is. It's because you have to take one like every 2 hours. Ridiculous. And you run out. Wow, like that. People die off the withdrawals from Xanax. You probably wouldn't die off withdrawals if you were cut off abruptly off of diazepam. You'd probably be fine. Well, you'd struggle, but you wouldn't die. You wouldn't have a seizure. If you're cut off Xanax cold turkey, you will definitely have a seizure. You will probably die. And there was a person who went to American prison, and he was put in a cell, and he was in a cell for the weekend, and he died because he did not get his Xanax. So he had a seizure in the cell and died. He dropped dead. And you actually see him fall and hit his head. And it's like, oh my God. It's like, I just can't believe that they didn't check. If someone's on benzodiazepines, even if it's illicit benzodiazepines, you need to give them that detox because they'll die otherwise. They'll die. Even if it's illicit, you need to give them, you can test them. You can test them to see if they test positive. So if they're positive, right, okay, they're on a benzodiazepine. Then you can go.